Hey everyone, what's up? This is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. Well, today we're taking you on a walking tour of a residential cruise ship. Yes, this is a ship where people live full time. So let's go check out this awesome ship. JJ Cruise. We are starting this tour on deck number 9 here in the forward section of the ship. Now you can see this is mostly a sun deck with a nice little area to play shuffleboard, and you do have plenty of loungers up here to just relax. And this is a great place to take in some sun. As you can see, it's a nice open deck. This is primarily just deck space here up on deck number 9. Let's head on down to deck 8. We have come down one deck to the deck number 8 elevators here in the forward. Right down this hallway is the Observatory Lounge. Now this is a nice public lounge. You see a piano there so you can have live music up here. But this is a great place to get away and just have some quiet time. There's a bar here as well, but let's go ahead and check out the rest of the outer decks. Now, as we walk out of the forward bank of elevators there, you're going to come out to this outer deck and see pickleball. There are a number of pickleball players on board, especially when the weather is nice. That's when the pickleball court is most active. But up here on the pool deck, you've got a lot of different options for seating, including this nice couch area that kind of sits all the way at the front of the pool section here. So this is just one of many different places you can take in the sun. You've got two beautiful pools and two hot tubs up here on the pool deck. And then you do have what I think is great, some nice shaded seating. So you'll see these couches which are in the shade, or if you do want to tan and take in some sun, you have all of these loungers here. Now this is a smaller ship. It's only about 24,000 gross tons. You can see the hot tubs there as well. Those currently are not in commission, but they hope to get those up and running soon. As we continue to walk the pool deck, you've got some tables and chairs. So if you did want to eat out here on the outer deck, you have an option for that. Or you could possibly grab a drink at Mike's Bar, which is the main pool bar up here on deck number 8. So you've got the pool bar here, as well as some flat screen TVs. So this would also kind of double as your sports bar on board, of course, weather permitting. We're going to continue to walk past the bar down this little corridor towards the back of the ship. Now back here you do have changing rooms. So if you do need to change in or out of your bathing suit up here, you can do that right here behind the bar. We are going to duck inside these doors, but just quickly to let you know, the rest of this deck is really just a back deck area. Beautiful views back here, but this is a staircase to get down to deck 7. There's a lot of outdoor space on all of these outer decks. But let's hop back inside and check out the inside area here on deck number 8. Now, as soon as you go inside, you've got bathrooms. So you've got a men's and women's bathroom right here. And then around the corner, you are going to have your aft elevator bank. So you've got your two elevators here, more towards the back of the ship. And these sit right outside what will be the specialty restaurant here on the Odyssey. Now, this restaurant currently is not open, but they are hoping to get this open soon. This is the area where they will do specialty dining. They have some cool plans for that restaurant, so definitely stay tuned. And we're excited to see all of the fun things that they do in there. Let's go ahead and walk right down to deck number 7 here. Now keep in mind we are towards the back of the ship. So you got your aft bank of elevators there, and then you do have a corridor which will take you to staterooms. So the rest of deck 7 is staterooms and then the bridge. Now this is kind of a fun open area that will go all the way down to deck number 4. We'll get to all of these decks shortly. But here at the very back of the ship on deck 7 is going to be your gym. Now, this is one of the nicer gyms that I have seen here on any cruise ship, especially of this size. As you walk in, you can see that you have a lot of different options for workout equipment. You've got weights, you've got elliptical machines, you've got Peloton bikes, and if you are a resident on board, you do get a membership to Peloton. And then you have a number of other types of workout equipment here on deck number 7. And you have a beautiful area that leads to the outer decks here. So again, I said when we were up a deck that there's a lot of beautiful deck space throughout the ship, especially the back of the ship. And there's some just nice seating area that is really quiet that is all the way out here at the very back of deck number 7. We are going to take a walk downstairs to get to deck number 6 now because there is so much more to see here on the Odyssey. We've come down one deck to deck number 6, again towards the back of the ship. So those are your aft bank of elevators. And here at the back deck is the Palms Cafe. This is going to be your buffet on board. So this buffet actually has food throughout the day. You've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner that are served every single day. And then in the afternoon, you've got tea time with sandwiches. And after dinner, they will also have late night sandwiches here available until really late. Sometimes we saw sandwiches till 1 a.m. There's a nice al fresco dining area at the very back here. So if you do want to dine outside with the views, you've got a number of different seats here that you can sit at. Again, wonderful, beautiful views. This is such a small, intimate ship that you've got such nice views and you're so close to the water. This is a great place to watch a sunset. We took the stairs and came directly down to deck number 5. So we're at the very back of the ship here, one deck down. Deck number 5 is going to be where most of your activity takes place. Now, here at the very back of deck 5, you have your smoking section. So if you are a smoker, this will be an important area for you to know about. But we're going to head on inside, and this is the Coral Lounge. The Coral Lounge is where a lot of different activities take place. They do trivia in this area. We listen to speakers in this area. And this becomes much more lively with a lot of live music often at night. There is a full bar. It's currently closed, but this bar will be open here later today. And let's keep walking towards the front of deck number 5. Now, here you've got the staircase, which will take you up to 6 or down to 4. You've got your bank of elevators that are here more towards the back of the ship. And then you do have guest services here located on deck 5. So if you need anything during your stay on the Odyssey, you can do that here. You've got a bathroom back there as well, just tucked behind guest services. As we continue to walk, you've got community space and community boards here. This is their Global Harmony project. So the Odyssey and Villa Vie, they do a lot of giving back to the areas and places they go, which is really cool. Here you've got a gift shop. So again, this is closed because we are in port, but this gift shop is going to have all your little necessities as well as your Villa Vie merch. Directly across from the gift shop is a small conference room that is open for the residents to use at any time. We're going to continue to walk deck number 5. Now, up here on my right is going to be the Shore Excursions Desk. So there is someone on board that is a little bit of an expert for the different destinations that the ship will travel to. You can talk to them about booking shore excursions. Here is another room that this is used as like a crafts and arts room. So they do a lot of crafting in this room. It's kind of just another public space that they can use. This next area is Bookmark Cafe. This is the business center on board. So you'll find people here working actually all hours of the day, sometimes into the evening as well. There is 24-hour coffee available here that is complimentary and scones in the afternoon. As we continue to walk down this corridor, you do have the library. Now, the library has quiet hours in the morning, so it's a place that you can go to and read and be in total silence. And in the evening, it turns into a game room. So the residents will gather in that room quite frequently to play cards, different games, and it is a lot of fun in there. It's one of the most lively spots on the ship, especially for those that enjoy nightlife. You've got midship stairs here, so there's not a midship elevator, but you do have a staircase. And this next area has been deemed the living room. This is the area where the residents will hang out often during or after dinner. There's a full bar here, and there's a number of different activities and games that you can play in here. You've got a darts board, you've got different board games that might be played in here. This is another area that I've seen people play cards. So that area is truly kind of the community room or community center on board. Here is the forward bank of elevators. And just past the elevators is the Neptune Lounge. This is another large public space where they've had speakers and different activities throughout the cruise. So it's another kind of small theater or intimate venue where you can find a number of different activities throughout your stay on the Odyssey. Something that's unique about deck number 5 is you can actually walk all the way around the deck. So this is a great area that you can get out and walk if you want some exercise. You can go all the way to the very front of the ship so you can catch awesome views as you're sailing into really cool destinations. There was a lot of people that were here as we sailed into San Francisco. Moving down one deck to deck number 4. Again, we are at the back of the ship, so these are the aft bank of elevators, is going to be the main dining room, Thistle. Directly through these doors is a fairly large dining room. They have live music in here a couple of nights a week, and this is where you will find your dinners and lunch on sea days. On the lower decks, you do have a full service spa. So the spa does offer any type of service that you'd find on any other type of spa: nails, hair. You can get pedicures in here as well as, of course, massages. There's a full time masseuse on board. Also, located down on deck number 2 is complimentary men's and women's saunas. So you do have a dry sauna, and these are free to use at any time. And you also have a wet sauna. So again, these are separated. Men have one and women have one. Right outside the sauna, you do have a dance studio on board. So while we were here, they did have dance instructors and dance classes available, and you do have a laundrette. So if you do need to do your own laundry, laundry is included in your fare that you pay on board, but you can do the laundry there on deck number 2. The medical facility is also located on deck number 2. Now let's take a look at the room that we stayed in. We stayed in Villa 7011. This villa is actually still available, but as you can see, this is a nice large villa with a vanity there right next to the bed. There are 3 closets in total, so you got lots of different closet space, both with a hanging section as well as you've got nice shelving there. You got a large flat screen TV next to 2 smaller beds that were pushed together into a queen bed. And right across from the bed, you have a second vanity area. So there's 2 vanity areas with 2 hardback chairs. And then inside this vanity area, you also have your coffee maker and your refrigerator. Let's take a look at the bathroom here in this room. This is a pretty standard cruise ship bathroom. So you can see the vanity there as well as the toilet. Across from the vanity, you do have small little mirrors that open up to just give you a couple of shelves. These were small shelves, but you definitely could fit smaller things like medications and hairspray in here. Right across from that spot is the shower. The shower is actually very roomy, even though it did have a shower curtain. This was a pretty large shower, so we had plenty of space in this shower area. My favorite part of this room, though, was the balcony. This had a massive outdoor balcony space with a couple of chairs and a table, but we would sit here and take in the views of wherever we were on board the Odyssey. Well, that was it. That was the Villa Vie Odyssey. Let me know in the comments what you think of this ship. Is this a place that you could ever envision yourself living full time? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching. Until next time, see ya.